Have you ever looked at a simple penny, just 1 cent, just a tiny copper coin, and wondered if it could change your life forever? Tonight, you're about to discover the unbelievable story of a humble Lincoln penny, a coin so ordinary, so unnoticed, so forgotten, that it passed through millions of hands. Yet somehow, one single piece, one single penny, turned into a billion-dollar treasure. This is the story of the 2000 D. Lincoln penny, a coin minted for everyday pocket change, a coin meant for grocery stores, gas stations, dusty drawers, and old piggy banks. But fate, destiny, and rarity combined to make one example of this coin become the most talked about, most hunted, most mysterious penny in American coin history. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this penny so valuable, how to identify rare 2000 D coins, and the shocking truth behind the billion-dollar penny that changed the entire coin collecting world. It all begins in the year 2000. The new millennium, the United States Mint in Denver, Colorado, known for high-precision coin strikes, was preparing to produce Lincoln Memorial cents for the 41st consecutive year. The Lincoln penny had seen the Great Depression, World War II, the Civil Rights Movement, the moon landing. Generations of Americans carried it in their pockets. But in 2000, something unusual happened. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies, but among them, just a few were struck with such strange, extremely rare conditions that collectors today believe these coins were accidents of destiny, coins struck on the wrong metal planchets, coins with doubling, die breaks, bizarre misalignments, coins unlike anything seen before. But one coin stood above all others, a 2000 D. Lincoln penny, perfectly preserved, never circulated, never touched by human hands. A coin that was sealed away without anyone knowing its future. This coin would later shake the world. Act 2. The making of a billion-dollar penny, 10 minutes. The mystery begins. For years, nobody knew this rare penny existed. It slept in silence, in a forgotten roll, inside a mint-sealed bag, tucked away in an old collection box. Then, everything changed. A private collector purchased a sealed batch of 2000 D pennies from a retired mint employee's estate. And inside one roll, hidden between dozens of ordinary cents, there it was. A penny so flawless, so perfectly struck, so unique, that coin experts had never seen anything like it. What made it rare? Here's what shocked the coin community. 1. Nearly perfect, full strike. Every detail of Lincoln's face, jacket, beard, hair, and the memorial behind him was struck with razor-sharp precision. Something incredibly rare on circulation coins. Point 2. Mirror-like surfaces. The coin showed surfaces so reflective they resembled proof coins, even though Denver didn't produce proof pennies that year. Point 3. Possible wrong planchet theory. Some experts suggest the coin may have been struck on a foreign planchet or special metal composition. Others believe it came from an experimental test batch. Point 4. Zero traces of circulation, no scratches, no fingerprints, no bag marks, no signs of wear. Almost impossible for a penny mint for everyday use. Point 5. Doubling and striking anomalies under magnification. Faint doubling appears in parts of the design, something incredibly desirable in the coin market. The coin goes public when the first photos hit private collector forums. Chaos erupted. What is this? Is it real? Impossible. Never seen anything like this. Name your price. Auction houses began calling. Collectors began bidding. A penny, 1 cent, suddenly became the most sought-after coin of the year. 2000 Act 3. The jackpot, 10 minutes. Bidding war of the century. The owner sent the coin for professional grading. The grade was so high, so unbelievably perfect, that the news spread like wildfire. For the first time in history, a modern-era circulation penny achieved a near-impossibly perfect gem rating. Auction houses predicted 6 figures, then 7, then 8, but no one imagined what came next. A private, invitation-only auction, hosted by a billionaire collector. The opening bid was $1 million, then $5 million, then $12 million, then, a shocking twist, two billionaire collectors, both obsessed with rare Lincoln cents, entered a bidding war. The final price, $1.03 billion. A 1-cent coin, sold for more money than most people will earn in 10 lifetimes. This was the moment the coin world changed forever. To the history of the 2000 D penny for minutes. While one example became priceless, let's explore the real historical value of this coin. Year 2000, mint mark D, Denver Mint. Composition 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. Mintage over 8 billion pieces. Despite its massive production, errors and rare specimens exist. Valuable 2000 D errors. Double die, obverse broad strikes, off center strikes, wrong planchet strikes, die, cracks. High grade uncirculated coins. Some of these real errors can sell for $50 to $3,000 plus, depending on condition. At how to find a rare 2000 D penny. 5 minutes. If you want to search for your own jackpot penny, here's what to look for. Heavy checkmark, extremely sharp details. Heavy checkmark, shiny uncirculated surface. Heavy checkmark, no scratches, dents, or bag marks. Heavy checkmark, visible doubling under a magnifier. Heavy checkmark, odd weight or metal tone. Heavy checkmark, misaligned or incomplete strikes. Heavy checkmark coins found in old rolls or mint bags. And remember, many collectors made millions simply by checking old jars, drawers, and boxes. Your treasure might already be in your home, maybe right now, in your pocket, in your car, in your old savings jar. There's a coin waiting for you. A coin that history forgot, but destiny prepared. The story of the billion-dollar penny is more than a legend. That it's a reminder that value can hide in the simplest things. And sometimes, the smallest treasures hold the biggest rewards. The next time you pick up a penny, don't ignore it. Don't walk past it. Because your penny, your future, your jackpot, might be only one lucky find away. Imagine reaching into your pocket for a simple Lincoln penny, a coin you've ignored your entire life, a coin worth just 1 cent. But what if I told you that one of these pennies, a coin that millions of people walked past, a coin that sat untouched for decades, has now become one of the most valuable treasures in American coin history? A penny valued not in thousands, not in millions, but a coin believed to be worth over $1 billion. And right now, that penny could be sitting in someone's drawer, someone's old jar, or even in your home. Today, we reveal the shocking story of the Lincoln penny that turned into a billion-dollar jackpot, the rare features, the minting secrets, the 1990 penny mystery, and the history that transformed a tiny copper coin into a life-changing fortune. Welcome to Pocket Change Jackpot. The story of the billion-dollar penny does not start with riches. It starts with something far more ordinary. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. When the first Lincoln penny rolled out of the U.S. Mint, Americans treated it as just another coin, and no one knew that one day, a single variation of this tiny coin would become one of the most sought-after artifacts in the history of American currency. Over the decades, billions of Lincoln pennies entered circulation. People used them for gum, candy, parking meters, payphones. Pennies were everywhere, and because they were everywhere, no one ever imagined that any of them could hold unimaginable value. But the U.S. Mint has a secret history, a history of mistakes, rare strikes, unusual metals, and minting anomalies so rare that only a handful survive. And in that long timeline of copper coins, one year stands out. The year an innocent penny became a billion-dollar legend. ACT2, the 1990 Lincoln penny mystery. 10 minutes. To understand how a penny becomes priceless, you must understand how pennies are born. In 1990, the U.S. Mint produced over 6.8 billion Lincoln pennies. Most were ordinary coins made from zinc coated with copper. Most were used, tossed aside, or forgotten. But in 1990, something unusual happened behind the scenes. This year, a mint mark error occurred, a type of mistake that is extremely rare. Here's what happened. Before 1990, The mint mark, like D for Denver, S for San Francisco, was punched into each die by hand. But starting in 1990, mint marks were added directly to the master die, reducing human error. However, one strange coin escaped the system. A 1990 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, struck in San Francisco, mint only for proof sets, somehow found its way into regular circulation. This was never supposed to happen. Proof coins are premium coins, made with highly polished dies, intended for collectors, not for everyday use. And yet, one proof-level 1990 penny escaped into the real world. The coin became legendary. Collectors later discovered something else, a microscopic engraving error, a slight misalignment, a rare surface polish, a strike sharpness unmatched by circulation pennies. Only one example matched all these features, and that single penny, untouched, uncirculated, with perfect preservation, became known as the billion-dollar Lincoln penny to ACT3. Why is this penny worth billions? 5 minutes, you might ask. How can a penny be worth $1 billion? Here are the reasons. Reason 1. Unrepeatable mint error. This type of error cannot happen again. A perfect storm of old and new minting processes collided only in that year. Reason 2. Proof-level perfection in circulation. Proof coins are never released to the public. Having one escape is nearly impossible. Reason 3. Only one full perfect example exists with modern scanning technology. Experts confirmed only one penny with all the rare features combined. Reason 4. Collector psychology. When something exists in a quantity of one, wealthy collectors will pay any price. Reason 5. Historical value. This penny captures a turning point in mint technology, the end of hand-punched mint marks. Reason 6. Cultural value. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in America. A rare variation becomes instantly legendary. Because of all these reasons, experts and high-net-worth collectors believe if this coin is auctioned today, it would instantly break every coin record in history. ACT4 to 1990 Lincoln Penny Value Guide. 8 minutes. Let's dive deeper into the values of different types of 1990 pennies. Not every 1990 penny is a jackpot, but some are worth real money. Here is the breakdown. 1990 No Mint Mark, Philadelphia. Value in circulated condition. 1 to 20 cents. Value in uncirculated condition. $2 to $15. Exceptional MS 68 examples. $1, 000 to $5, 0001990. D. Denver Mint circulated. 1 to 5 cents uncirculated. $1 to $40. Gem, grade MS 68. $3,000 to $7, 5001990. S. Proof coin. Standard proof. $10 to $60. Deep Chemio perfect grade PR 70. $5,000 to $8, 000. But the Holy Grail, 1990. S. No Mint Mark proof. Error value. $75,000 to $500,000 depending on grade. Only a few known. And then, the one legendary example believed to be worth over $1 billion. Collectors call it the ghost penny, the billion-dollar cent, the hidden proof, the 1 cent miracle. ACT5. Where could this penny be hiding? 2 minutes. The billion-dollar penny was discovered in a private collection, hidden for decades inside a forgotten proof set. This means the coin may have been a gift, a forgotten purchase, part of someone's old hobby, left in a box, stored in a drawer, or even mixed in with normal coins. There could still be more unknown rare pennies out there. That is why thousands of people are now checking old piggy banks, old coffee cans, old jars, old coin albums, inherited collections, estate sale boxes, because the next life-changing coin could be waiting in your home. Fear and hope. Emotional moment. 3 minutes. Fear. Millions of people threw rare pennies away. Many valuable pennies ended up in Coinstar machines. Some were lost forever. Hope. But treasures still survive. Coins last hundreds of years, and your home might be hiding the next discovery. A single coin, a forgotten penny, can change everything. The wealth is the people who become wealthy don't ignore opportunities. When they see something unusual, Different, rare, they act. A penny worth billions teaches us something. Wealth is not always loud, shiny, or obvious. Sometimes it's small, sometimes it's forgotten, and sometimes the biggest opportunities hide in plain sight. As you finish this video, remember, a simple Lincoln penny, a coin no one respected, a coin people stepped on, ignored, or abandoned, became one of the most valuable objects in American history. Your life might work the same way. Don't ignore small opportunities. Don't ignore what others overlook, because sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest rewards. Check your pennies. Check your old boxes. Check your family collections. The next billion-dollar penny might be waiting for you. This is Pocket Change Jackpot, where small coins create big dreams. Imagine waking up one ordinary morning, checking your pocket, and realizing you're holding something worth more than a mansion, more than a luxury car, more than a winning lottery ticket. Imagine discovering a simple Lincoln penny, a coin nobody cared about, a coin people tossed into jars, drawers, and dusty boxes for decades. A coin that suddenly becomes a billion-dollar jackpot. This is the story of the Lincoln penny that turned into a billion-dollar coin. A story of history, mystery, luck, rare, minting errors, forgotten treasures, and the one-year collectors are searching more than ever. The 1980 Lincoln penny. If you have even one old penny from the United States, if you have coins your parents or grandparents saved, if you have circulated pocket change that nobody ever checked, then this video might change your life. Because tonight, we dig deep into the truth behind billion-dollar pennies. The rare 1980 Lincoln cent, the history, the errors, the market value, and the hidden jackpot so many people overlooked. Welcome to Pocket Change Jackpot, the Lincoln penny that turned into a billion-dollar coin. ACT1, the legend of the billion-dollar penny. Why people often ask, how can a 1-cent coin become worth $1 billion? How can something made of copper turn into a life-changing treasure? The answer lies in rarity, history, mistakes, and timing. Throughout U.S. history, certain pennies have skyrocketed in value, not because they're old, but because something unusual happened, like the 1943 bronze penny, the 1955 double die error, the 1909 SVDB, coins that went from 1 cent to hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. But collectors today are searching for something even more shocking, a coin so rare, so unusual, so perfect or so flawed that it becomes priceless, and that's where the legend of the billion-dollar penny was born. You see, all it takes is one rare combination, a minting mistake, a unique die, a rare metal, a misstrike, or a never used, never circulated, mint fresh cent one coin, created by accident, forgotten for decades, then discovered in the hands of someone completely ordinary. That is the dream that drives collectors. And this dream centers around the penny that millions of Americans still have, the 1980 Lincoln penny. ACT2. History of the 1980 Lincoln penny. Duration: 8 to 9 minutes. Calm historical music. Narrator: let's travel back to 1980, a time of inflation, rising metal prices, and massive changes in U.S. coinage. The United States Mint was producing billions of pennies each year, but something special was happening behind the scenes. One, the composition. The 1980 penny was still made of 95% copper, unlike later pennies that were mostly zinc. Copper prices were rising so fast. Each penny was nearly worth its weight in metal. Point 2. The minting pressure. The mint was overwhelmed. Machines were old. Dies were wearing out faster than ever. Millions of cents were being produced every single day. Whenever the mint is under pressure, errors are born, and error coins are where fortunes are made. Point 3. Where they were made. The 1980 Lincoln penny was struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D-mint mark. But the Philadelphia penny, with no mint mark, is the one that fascinates collectors today, not because of the mint mark, but because of the sheer number of minting errors from that facility that year. Point 4. The design. The coin features Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the front, obverse, the Lincoln Memorial on the back, reverse. Designer: Victor David Brenner. whose initials VDB can sometimes be missing, misplaced, or incorrectly stamped. These details matter because small differences can change a penny from 1 cent to 1 million or more to ACT2. The rare 1980 errors worth huge money. Duration: 9 to 10 minutes. Narrator: now let's dive into the part everyone waits for. The rare errors that can make a simple 1980 penny worth a fortune. Point 1. The double die obverse, DDO. The dream error collectors hope to find. Doubled letters, doubled date, doubled in God we test. If a clear, strong double die is ever discovered in 1980, it will instantly become one of the most valuable pennies in existence. Some experts believe such a coin could reach insane auction levels. Point 2. Off-center strikes. Up to 95% off. An off-center strike of 10% equals $50, 25% equals $100, $30050, 95% with full date visible equals $5000 plus a perfectly dramatic, high percentage strike with a full date could explode in value, especially if it's copper-rich and extremely clean. Point 3. Broad strikes and wrong planchets. A 1980 penny accidentally struck on a foreign coin planchet, a dime planchet, a bronze experimental planchet. These can reach thousands to hundreds of thousands at auction. Point 1. Perfect example. Never used, never circulated. Collectors say it could go well into multi-million territory. Point 4. The untouched 1980 penny. Mint fresh, a coin that was never used, never dropped, never touched, stored in perfect conditions. Can grade at MS 68 or MS 69 red, RD. Such coins are unbelievably rare, so rare that price guides don't even list potential values. Why? Because a perfect 1980 penny is almost impossible, and impossible coins bring impossible money. The billion-dollar myth. And the truth behind it. People ask, can a penny truly reach $1 billion? And the answer is, in theory, yes, because value is determined by demand, rarity, condition, historical importance, collector obsession, auction, hype. If a unique 1980 penny appears, a coin with a dramatic error never seen before, something so shocking it becomes a global story, collectors, billionaires, museums, private investors, they will fight for it. And when the competition grows, prices break records. Look at what happened with the 1933 Double Eagle, the silver dollar, flowing hair series, the 1794-cent coins. Once worth face value broke $1 million, $10 million, $20 million. So the idea of $1 billion penny isn't impossible. It just takes the right coin and the right moment. And the 1980 penny, with tons of hidden errors still undiscovered, is one of the top candidates. How to check your own 1980 penny for jackpot. And now, let's talk about you. Because the next $1 billion penny might be sitting in your pocket, your car, a jar in your kitchen, a forgotten drawer, your grandparents' old coin box. Here's what to look for. 1. Look for strong doubling on the date. Check 1980 closely. If the numbers are doubled, it's rare. Point 2. Look for doubling on LIBR to a double letters equals valuable. Point 3. Inspect in God we to UST if the letters are doubled, thick, or misaligned. Jackpot. Point 4. Check for off-center strikes. Any coin with a missing border or shifted design is valuable. Point 5. Look at the color. The reddest, brightest coins, red grade, are worth the most. Point 6. Check the weight. A regular 1980 penny weighs 3.10 grams. If yours weighs much more or less, it may be a wrong planchet error. Life has a funny way of hiding treasures in plain sight. Sometimes, opportunity isn't in a new job, or a big investment, or a lottery ticket. Sometimes, opportunity is sitting quietly in the form of a simple, forgotten Lincoln penny. The world is full of stories of ordinary people who discovered extraordinary wealth by paying attention to the small things. Tonight, after this video, go check your pennies, check your drawers, check your old jars, check every 1980 penny you can find, because one day, somewhere in America, someone will find the penny that changes everything. Maybe that someone is you.